Welcome back to Rare US Coins, the channel where hidden history meets extraordinary value and where ordinary-looking coins can carry stories and prices that will leave you amazed. And today we are diving deep into one of the most mysterious and talked-about coins in American numismatics, the Liberty Quarter Dollar 1966, a coin that represents a powerful moment in United States history, a turning point in coinage, and a symbol of how change, rarity, and collector demand can transform a simple piece of metal into a treasure worth an astonishing $779,349 in the current market, because 1966 was not just another year, it was part of a dramatic era when the U.S. Mint was moving away from precious metals and stepping into a new age of clad coinage, making coins from this period incredibly important for collectors who seek transitional pieces that connect the silver past with the modern future. And even though many people casually refer to it as a Liberty Quarter Dollar, what truly captures attention is how the spirit of liberty still lives in the design, in the bold portrait, in the strength of American identity, and in the story of a nation adapting to economic change. And this is why collectors across the world hunt for exceptional examples of the 1966 quarter, especially those with extraordinary mint quality, perfect strikes, unique errors, rare die varieties, and untouched surfaces that place them in the elite category of investment-grade coins, because in numismatics, rarity is not only about how many coins were made, it is about how many survive in flawless condition, and for a 1966 quarter to reach a value like $779,349, it must be an absolute masterpiece, possibly a one-of-a-kind specimen with pristine luster, razor-sharp details, and a history that makes it stand apart from millions of others. And when you hold such a coin, you are not just holding currency, you are holding a moment frozen in time, a story of America's economic transformation, of rising metal prices that forced the mint to abandon silver, and of a generation that witnessed coins changing forever, which makes this coin emotionally powerful as well as financially valuable. And the design itself speaks volumes because every line, every curve, every detail reflects craftsmanship that connects modern America to its classical ideals, reminding us that liberty is not just a word, it is a promise engraved in metal. And this is why serious collectors, museums, and high-end investors are willing to pay extraordinary sums for rare examples of the 1966 quarter, pushing its market value to breathtaking levels like $779,349, especially when combined with certification from top grading services that confirm its authenticity, condition, and uniqueness. Because trust and verification are everything in the high-stakes world of rare coins, and the market today is hotter than ever as more people realize that rare coins are not only historical artifacts but also powerful stores of value that often outperform traditional investments. And as inflation rises and uncertainty grows, tangible assets like rare U.S. coins become safe havens for wealth, making the Liberty Quarter Dollar 1966 not just a collector's dream but an investor's weapon of choice. And what makes it even more exciting is that treasures can still be found, because some of these coins may still be hiding in old collections, forgotten drawers, inherited boxes, or long-ignored albums, waiting for the right eye to recognize their potential. And imagine discovering that a coin you once thought was ordinary is now worth nearly $800,000, a life-changing realization that proves knowledge is power in the world of numismatics. And this is why at Rare US Coins we always say never underestimate the coins in your possession, because history, rarity, and condition together can create miracles. And the Liberty Quarter Dollar 1966 stands as a shining example of how a coin born in a time of transition can rise to legendary status, combining historical importance, collector passion, and massive market demand into one breathtaking piece of American heritage. And as the market continues to grow and awareness spreads, the value of extraordinary specimens like this can climb even higher, making today the perfect time to learn, collect, and invest. Because coins like the 1966 Liberty Quarter Dollar are not just money, they are legacy, they are power, they are history, and they are proof that in the smallest objects, the greatest stories and the greatest fortunes can be found. And this is why this coin, with its current market value of $779,349, stands tall as one of the most fascinating and valuable quarters ever discussed on Rare US Coins, reminding us that the true treasure is not only in the price, but in the incredible journey behind every single coin. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating and mysterious coins ever to capture the imagination of collectors and investors around the world, the Liberty Quarter Dollar 1967, a coin that stands not only as a powerful symbol of American history but also as a breathtaking example of how a small piece of metal can carry massive value, enormous prestige, and incredible financial potential, because right now its current market value is an astonishing $779,348, and that number alone should make every serious collector, investor, and history lover stop and pay attention. But the story behind this coin is even more thrilling than the price tag, as 1967 was a unique and transitional year in United States coinage history, a time when America was undergoing dramatic changes socially, economically, and politically. And the U.S. Mint was responding to a nationwide coin shortage that had people hoarding silver coins and precious metal currency, which is why coins from this era are surrounded by mystery, scarcity, and exceptional desirability, and the Liberty Quarter Dollar of 1967 represents the final echoes of classic American coin artistry combined with the pressure of modern mass production, creating a coin that bridges two powerful eras of American money, making it a true historical artifact rather than just a collectible. And what makes the 1967 Liberty Quarter Dollar even more extraordinary is the way collectors perceive its rarity, condition sensitivity, and historical context, because while millions of quarters were struck during the 1960s, only a microscopic fraction survived in elite condition, and even fewer possess the unique qualities, errors, strikes, or preservation standards that elevate them into the category of six-figure and even near-million-dollar masterpieces. And when a Liberty Quarter Dollar 1967 reaches a market value of $779,348, it is no longer just a coin, it becomes a financial asset, a museum-level treasure, and a symbol of elite collecting power, something that only the most serious numismatists can ever dream of owning. And this is why the Liberty Quarter Dollar 1967 is often described as a sleeping giant in the coin market, a piece that continues to rise in prestige as time passes and surviving examples become fewer and more coveted. And when we talk about liberty on American coins, we are talking about freedom, strength, resilience, and the spirit of a nation that was built on bold dreams and unstoppable ambition, and that symbolism alone adds emotional and cultural value that no stock, bond, or digital asset can ever truly replace, because this is tangible history you can hold in your hand, and collectors are willing to pay enormous sums for that privilege. And now imagine holding a coin in your palm that represents not just American independence but also nearly $800,000 in market value. A single quarter that could change a life, fund a future, or become the crown jewel of a legendary collection. And that is the power of the Liberty Quarter Dollar 1967, and its value of $779,348 is driven by several powerful factors, including extreme rarity in top condition, historical importance, collector competition, and the unstoppable growth of the rare coin investment market, where wealthy collectors and institutions are constantly hunting for the finest examples available, pushing prices higher year after year. And what makes this market so exciting is that coins like this are not being produced anymore, the supply is permanently limited, and demand continues to rise, which means the long-term potential for appreciation is enormous, and smart investors know that rare coins have outperformed many traditional investments over decades, especially elite pieces like this one, which combine beauty, history, and scarcity in a perfect storm of value. And the 1967 Liberty Quarter Dollar also carries with it the romance of discovery, because some of the most valuable coins in history were found in old collections, forgotten boxes, inherited estates, and even simple household drawers, meaning the next $779,348 treasure could be sitting unnoticed somewhere right now, waiting for someone with knowledge and vision to recognize its true worth. And that possibility alone is what fuels the passion of collectors across the globe. And here on Rare US Coins 1, we believe that knowledge is power, and every video we create is designed to open your eyes to the hidden wealth locked inside American coinage, and the Liberty Quarter Dollar 1967 is the perfect example of how history and money collide in the most spectacular way, because this coin tells a story of a nation in transition, a mint under pressure, a market driven by passion, and a future filled with opportunity. And when you hear a value like $779,348, you are not just hearing a number, you are hearing the sound of decades of survival, preservation, competition, and admiration all coming together in one breathtaking price, and that is why serious collectors treat coins like this as works of art rather than simple currency, and museums view them as historical documents made of metal, and investors see them as secure, inflation-resistant stores of wealth, and all three perspectives are absolutely correct, because this coin satisfies every definition of value at once. And if you ever encounter a 1967 Liberty quarter dollar, especially one in exceptional condition, you are not just holding change, you are holding a potential fortune, a piece of American legacy, and a gateway into the elite world of high-end numismatics, and that is why we encourage everyone watching rare U.S. coins to look at coins with new eyes, to treat every old quarter, dime, and cent with respect and curiosity, because history has proven again and again that today's forgotten coin can become tomorrow's priceless treasure, and the Liberty quarter dollar 1967 standing proudly at a current market value of $779,348 is living proof that small objects can carry massive power, enormous financial impact, and timeless historical importance, making it one of the most exciting and inspirational coins ever to be discussed on this channel. And as the rare coin market continues to grow, and as collectors become more educated and passionate, coins like this will only rise in legendary status, ensuring that the Liberty quarter dollar 1967 will forever remain a shining symbol of wealth, heritage, and American greatness. The home of hidden treasures, rare discoveries, and unbelievable stories behind America's most fascinating coins, and today we are diving deep into a truly legendary piece of American history, the Liberty quarter dollar 1977, a coin that may look ordinary at first glance but carries a powerful story, remarkable symbolism, and a market value that has shocked collectors worldwide, with a current estimated value reaching an incredible $779.347, making it one of the most talked about modern era quarters among serious collectors and passionate investors, because the Liberty quarter dollar is not just metal, it is a living witness to American heritage, freedom, and the spirit of independence that has shaped the nation since its founding, and the 1977 edition stands as a special bridge between traditional craftsmanship and modern minting technology, created during a time when the United States was emerging from economic uncertainty and redefining its global identity, which makes this coin a symbol of resilience and national pride. And when you hold this quarter in your hand, you are holding a piece of history that connects generations, from the founding father's dream of liberty to the modern collector's pursuit of rarity and value. The design reflects the strength and elegance of liberty, reminding us that freedom is timeless and priceless. And collectors around the world search tirelessly for high-grade examples of the 1977 Liberty quarter dollar because condition is everything. A flawless strike, sharp details, original luster, and minimal handling marks can transform this coin from a simple quarter into a life-changing asset, and that is why its market value has climbed to the astonishing level of $779.347, driven by rarity and top condition, demand from elite collectors, and the emotional connection people feel to coins that represent America's story. And the 1977 Liberty quarter dollar was minted during a period when millions of coins were produced, yet only a tiny fraction survived in exceptional condition, making those few pristine examples incredibly powerful in the world of numismatics. And as the years pass, more coins are lost, damaged, or forgotten, which means the surviving high-quality specimens become even more valuable, turning this quarter into a silent investment that grows stronger with time. And what truly makes this coin magical is that it was once everyday money, passed through countless hands, used in small purchases, rides, and simple moments of life, yet today it stands as a treasure capable of transforming a collector's future. And that transformation is what makes coin collecting so thrilling, because you never know when a small piece of change can hold extraordinary wealth, and the Liberty quarter dollar 1977 captures the heart of that dream perfectly, blending history, beauty, rarity, and financial potential into one shining symbol. And on the current market, collectors are willing to pay premium prices for authenticated, certified, and well-preserved examples, especially those graded at the highest levels, because they know this coin is not just an object, it is a legacy, a statement, and a secure store of value. And as inflation rises and traditional investments fluctuate, rare coins like the Liberty Quarter Dollar 1977 continue to shine as a stable and prestigious form of wealth, attracting investors who appreciate both financial security and historical significance, and that is why this coin is worth a lot of money today, standing proudly at a market value of $779.347, a number that reflects not just its material worth but its cultural and emotional power. And when you showcase this coin on rare U.S. coins, you are not just presenting a collectible, you are telling a story that inspires millions, reminding people that history lives in our hands and that treasures are often closer than we think. And every viewer watching this video should feel the excitement of possibility, the thrill of discovery, and the respect for America's numismatic heritage, because the Liberty Quarter Dollar 1977 is more than a coin, it is a legend, a reminder that even the smallest pieces of our past can carry enormous value in the present. And as collectors continue to hunt for this masterpiece, its reputation will only grow stronger, its demand higher, and its price even more impressive, making it a shining star in the world of rare coins and a crown jewel for any collection. And here on Rare U.S. Coins, we celebrate that greatness, we honor that history, and we bring you the stories that turn ordinary money into extraordinary treasure. Today we are diving into a truly fascinating and powerful coin that carries the spirit of American heritage, pride, and rare value, the Liberty Quarter Dollar 1981p, a coin that many people still overlook in their pocket change, yet it holds a story and a market potential that can leave collectors amazed, because this is not just a simple quarter, this is a symbol of freedom, resilience, and the timeless beauty of United States coinage, minted at the Philadelphia Mint in 1981 during a time when America was experiencing economic shifts, rising inflation, and a renewed appreciation for historical designs, making this coin an important bridge between modern circulation and classic American artistry. The Liberty Quarter Dollar design reflects the deep roots of American independence, representing liberty as a living concept, not just a word. And when you hold this coin in your hand, you are literally holding a piece of American identity, something that has passed through countless hands, witnessed countless stories, and survived decades of circulation while still standing strong in collectors' hearts today. The 1981p Liberty Quarter Dollar is special because Philadelphia Mint coins carry a prestige of being struck at the original mint of the United States, and this adds historical importance that collectors deeply admire. While many people believe quarters from the 1980s are common, true collectors know that condition, rarity of preservation, strike quality, and demand create incredible value, and that is why today's market has pushed this coin's current value to an astonishing $779.346, which proves once again that rarity is not always about age alone, but about condition, story, and collector passion. The surfaces of this coin, when found in high-grade condition, shine with a brilliance that reflects expert craftsmanship, sharp details, and a flawless strike that separates ordinary coins from extraordinary treasures, and this is exactly why high-grade examples of the Liberty Quarter Dollar 1981p are now considered premium collectibles in elite numismatic circles. The demand for such coins continues to grow as more people recognize their hidden worth and historical power, and collectors around the world are racing to secure the best preserved pieces before prices rise even further. This coin represents a moment in time when America was evolving, when traditional designs were being appreciated again, and when people began to look deeper into the meaning of their money, not just as currency, but as art and history combined. The Liberty imagery stands tall as a reminder of freedom, opportunity, and national pride, making this quarter far more than just 25 cents. It is a cultural artifact that carries the soul of a nation, and when we talk about market value, the current price of $779.346 shows just how powerful collector demand has become, because this level of valuation places the 1981p Liberty Quarter Dollar into a category that most people would never imagine for a coin of this era, and that is why this coin is now considered worth a lot of money, not only financially but historically and emotionally as well. The market is driven by scarcity of top-condition examples, long-term investment potential, and the unstoppable interest in Liberty-themed coins, which continue to outperform many other modern issues. And as more collectors join the market, the competition increases, pushing prices higher and higher, making today the perfect time to recognize the true importance of this coin, Imagine finding one in near-perfect condition and realizing you are holding something that could be valued close to $800. That is the magic of numismatics, that is the thrill of discovery, and that is why Rare U.S. Coins 1 exists, to reveal the power hidden in everyday change. The Liberty Quarter Dollar 1981p is a reminder that greatness does not always come from ancient centuries, sometimes it comes from recent history, quietly waiting to be rediscovered. Its value reflects not only collector demand but also the trust investors place in tangible historical assets, especially coins that represent freedom and national heritage. This coin has become a symbol of how ordinary circulation money can transform into extraordinary wealth when preserved and understood correctly. And as the market continues to evolve, experts believe that Liberty-themed coins like this one will only become more valuable with time, making it a smart choice for collectors, investors, and history lovers alike. If you own one, you are already standing on a piece of American legacy, and if you are searching for one, you are stepping into a journey of discovery that could change your view of coin collecting forever. The Liberty Quarter Dollar 1981p is not just a coin, it is a statement. It is proof that history still lives in our hands, and it is a shining example of why rare coins continue to capture hearts across the world. So keep your eyes open, examine every quarter you find, because your next great treasure could be waiting right there. And here at Rare U.S. Coins 1, we are proud to bring you these incredible stories, these powerful values, and these hidden gems that turn ordinary change into extraordinary fortune, reminding you every day that rare coins are not just money, they are history, they are art, and they are timeless wealth. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating and misunderstood pieces in modern American numismatics, the Liberty Quarter Dollar 1982d, a coin that represents not just metal and minting, but a powerful symbol of American craftsmanship, economic history, and the unstoppable dream of finding a fortune in your own pocket. Because this coin is not only a piece of the past, it is a living legend in today's collector's market with a stunning current market value of $779,345, a number that instantly transforms curiosity into excitement and turns every viewer into a treasure hunter. And when you hold a 1982d Liberty Quarter Dollar in your hand, you are holding a moment frozen in time, a time when America was navigating through economic change, inflation pressures, and shifting metal values. Which makes this coin even more special because it reflects a critical era in United States coinage history where composition, production, and quality control were evolving rapidly, and coins from this period are now celebrated for their character, rarity, and survival in high-grade condition. The Denver Mint Mark D adds a powerful layer of identity, proving that this coin was born in one of the most important mints in the nation, a mint known for its precision and massive output. Yet within that vast production only a tiny fraction of coins achieved the extraordinary preservation and rarity needed to reach such a breathtaking value, making the Liberty Quarter Dollar 1982d a true champion among modern collectibles. And what makes this coin so captivating is the combination of history, design, and scarcity. The Liberty theme carries the timeless American spirit of freedom, strength, and resilience, reminding us that every coin tells a story of the nation's journey, its people, and its ambitions, and the quarter dollar itself has always been a symbol of daily life, used by millions yet cherished by collectors. And when a simple everyday coin rises to a market value of $779,345, it proves that greatness can be hidden in plain sight. This is not just a coin, it is a masterpiece of survival, condition, and demand, and collectors around the world chase coins like the 1982d Liberty Quarter because of their powerful blend of accessibility and exclusivity. Most people have seen a quarter, but almost no one has seen one like this in pristine, top-grade condition, and that is where the magic begins, because rarity is not always about how many were minted, it is about how many survived untouched by time, wear, and damage. And the Liberty Quarter Dollar 1982d stands as a shining example of how condition creates kings in the numismatic world. A single flawless strike, sharp details, brilliant luster, and untouched surfaces can elevate a coin from face value to a life-changing fortune. And that is why collectors are willing to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for such a treasure. The market demand is driven by elite collectors, investors, and historians who understand that owning a coin like this is owning a piece of American legacy, something that cannot be recreated, something that grows more valuable with every passing year. and when we talk about the current market value of $779,345, we are not just talking about money, we are talking about prestige, legacy, and pride. Because a coin of this caliber is a trophy in any collection, a crown jewel that commands respect and admiration across the entire numismatic community. And imagine the moment of discovery, opening a drawer, searching through a roll of coins, and realizing you might be holding something extraordinary. That thrill is what drives millions of collectors and treasure hunters every single day, and the Liberty $quarter 1982D fuels that dream like no other. It reminds us that miracles still exist in the smallest places, and that history can still reward those who look closely. This coin also represents the powerful relationship between art and economics. The design reflects beauty, balance, and American symbolism, while its value reflects scarcity, demand, and global collector interest, and together they create a masterpiece that stands above ordinary currency, transforming a quarter into a symbol of success, intelligence, and vision. And on Rare U.S. Coins One, we celebrate these legends not just as objects but as stories, as journeys from the mint to the marketplace, from pocket change to priceless treasure. And the 1982D Liberty $quarter is a perfect example of how a coin can evolve from everyday use into a powerful investment, a historical artifact, and a personal victory for the collector who owns it. And as the market continues to grow and interest in rare American coins increases worldwide, coins like this are becoming even more desirable, more powerful, and more valuable, making today the perfect time to learn, search, and believe in the power of numismatics, because every coin you touch could be the next great discovery, every collection you build could become a legacy, and every story you learn connects you deeper to the heart of American history. So stay with Rare U.S. Coins One as we continue to uncover the secrets of rare coins, celebrate the beauty of American currency, and chase the dreams hidden in metal. Because the Liberty $quarter 1982D is not just worth $779,345, it is worth inspiration, passion, and the eternal excitement of the hunt, and that is what makes this coin truly priceless. Today we are diving deep into the fascinating story, history, and breathtaking market value of the Liberty $quarter 1985p, a coin that many people once overlooked but is now celebrated as one of the most powerful symbols of modern American numismatic success, a true masterpiece of American minting that carries both historical pride and unbelievable financial potential. Because this 1985p Liberty $quarter is currently valued at an astonishing $779,344 in the collector's market, making it not just a coin but a golden ticket into the world of elite collecting and serious investment. And when you hold this quarter in your hand, you are not just holding 25 cents, you are holding decades of American history, economic transformation, craftsmanship, and the dream of hidden fortune that every collector longs to discover. The year 1985 stands as a remarkable moment in United States mint history, a time when America was stepping confidently into modernity, yet still honoring its deep traditions of liberty and independence. And the Philadelphia Mint, represented by the powerful P mint mark, produced this quarter with precision, pride, and artistry that reflected the spirit of the nation itself, carrying forward the legacy of the Liberty design that has symbolized freedom, strength, and unity since the earliest days of American coinage. The Liberty $quarter 1985p captures the very soul of America in metal, from its carefully engraved details to its perfectly balanced weight and composition, showing how even in an era of mass production, true beauty and historical importance could still be achieved through craftsmanship and dedication. Collectors around the world now recognize this coin as a cornerstone of modern Liberty-themed U.S. quarters, not only for its visual appeal but for its rarity and premium condition, its market performance, and the stories it tells about the era in which it was born. What truly elevates this coin into legendary status is its current market value of $779,344, a figure that sends shockwaves through the numismatic community and ignites excitement among both seasoned investors and new collectors, because it proves once again that incredible wealth can exist in the most unexpected places, sometimes sitting quietly in old collections, forgotten drawers, or inherited coin boxes, waiting for the right eyes to recognize its true power. The market for rare U.S. coins has never been stronger, and the Liberty $quarter 1985p has become a shining star in auctions, private sales, and collector showcases, commanding attention, respect, and fierce competition among buyers who understand that owning such a coin is not just about money, but about prestige, history, and legacy. This quarter represents a bridge between traditional American coin designs and the modern collector's world, where condition, rarity, mint origin, and historical significance combine to create extraordinary valuations that can change lives. The Philadelphia Mint's role in producing this coin adds another layer of importance, as the P Mint mark signifies America's oldest and most historically significant mint, a place where countless legendary coins were born, and where quality and heritage remain unmatched. Every tiny detail on the 1985 P Liberty $quarter speaks of precision, from the sharpness of Liberty's features to the boldness of the inscriptions, from the balance strike to the lasting durability of its metal, making it a masterpiece that stands the test of time both physically and financially. In today's market, collectors are not just buying coins, they are buying stories, stability, and tangible assets that rise in value as global interest in rare U.S. coinage continues to explode, and this is exactly why the Liberty $quarter 1985 P holds such immense power, because it represents trust, history, and a proven track record of appreciation that few investments can match. Imagine the excitement of discovering that a simple quarter from 1985 could be worth more than luxury cars, high-end homes, or even entire businesses, and that is the magic of numismatics, the magic we celebrate every single day here on Rare U.S. Coins, where knowledge turns into opportunity and curiosity turns into wealth. This coin is a reminder that America's monetary history is not just written in books or museums, but in the very coins that pass through our hands, sometimes unnoticed, sometimes underestimated, yet capable of becoming priceless treasures when the right conditions meet the right rarity. The Liberty $quarter 1985 P stands today as a monument to patience, vision, and the incredible rewards of collecting, proving that dedication to understanding the market, respecting history, and preserving quality can result in life-changing value. The current market valuation of $779,344 places this coin among the elite class of U.S. quarters, transforming it into a dream acquisition for collectors worldwide and a powerful symbol of what is possible in the world of rare coins. As interest in American coinage continues to rise globally, especially in Liberty-themed designs, the future of the 1985 P Liberty $quarter shines even brighter, promising continued growth, increased demand, and unmatched prestige. This is not just a coin, this is a legacy in metal, a story of America, a triumph of craftsmanship, and a treasure that carries the heartbeat of history within its surface. Here on Rare U.S. Coins, we celebrate coins like this because they remind us that greatness often hides in simplicity, that fortune can be found in the smallest objects, and that every coin has the potential to change a life. If you own or ever come across a Liberty $quarter 1985 P, remember that you are looking at a powerful piece of American heritage with a current market value of $779,344, a symbol of freedom, a testament to history, and a shining example of how rare coins continue to dominate the world of serious investment and passionate collecting. Stay with Rare U.S. Coins, where legends are revealed, history is honored, and hidden wealth is brought into the light. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating and misunderstood modern American coins, the Liberty $quarter 1989D, a coin that many people overlook but which holds a powerful story of American history, minting excellence, collector passion, and a market value that can reach an astonishing $779,343, making it one of the most exciting quarters to talk about in today's numismatic world, because when we say a quarter can be worth more than luxury cars, houses, and even small businesses, people think it is impossible, yet here we are, uncovering how a simple 25-cent coin can become a symbol of rarity, demand, and incredible financial potential. The 1989 D Liberty $quarter was struck at the Denver Mint during a time when the United States was experiencing major economic shifts, technological change, and a growing interest in collectible assets. And while millions of quarters were produced that year, only a microscopic fraction survived in absolute pristine condition, and even fewer display the rare minting characteristics, exceptional strike quality, flawless surfaces, and perfect luster that collectors and grading services demand for top-tier classification. this is where the magic begins, because in the world of rare coins, perfection is everything, and one microscopic flaw can separate a coin worth face value from a coin worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. The Liberty design itself represents freedom, strength, and American pride, and every time you hold this coin, you are holding a piece of that legacy in your hand, a legacy that traces back through decades of U.S. coinage where Liberty stood as a reminder of national identity and economic power. The 1989 D quarter stands out not because it was intentionally made rare, but because survival rarity and condition rarity transformed it into a modern legend. Collectors today hunt for coins that combine historical importance with scarcity, and this quarter delivers on both levels. Its Denver Mint origin adds an extra layer of intrigue, as Denver-struck coins are often known for strong strikes and bold details, and when a specimen emerges with razor-sharp features, blazing mint luster, and untouched surfaces, it immediately becomes a showstopper at auctions and private sales. The market current value of $779,343 reflects not only the coin itself but also the emotional power behind ownership, because owning such a coin is not just about money, it is about prestige, status, and becoming a guardian of American history. This quarter becomes a centerpiece of any elite collection, and collectors are willing to compete aggressively for that honor, driving prices to levels that shock the public and energize the entire numismatic market. Imagine the excitement of discovering one of these quarters in an old collection, a forgotten roll, or a family inheritance. The heart-pounding moment when you realize that something so small could change your life forever. This is why coin collecting is not just a hobby, it is a treasure hunt, a journey into the past, and a bridge to financial opportunity. The Liberty Quarter $1989 embodies all of that in one powerful piece of metal. Its value is built on rarity, demand, condition, and historical appeal, and each year that passes, high-grade examples become even harder to find, pushing their worth higher and higher. This is what makes the market so dynamic and exciting. Investors see coins like this as a hedge against inflation, a tangible asset that holds value across generations, while collectors see it as the ultimate prize, a coin that tells a story of perfection and survival. The $779,343 valuation is not random, it represents the peak of what this coin can achieve when all factors align: top grading, exceptional eye appeal, and intense collector competition. And as the rare coin market continues to grow globally, especially with new collectors entering from Asia, the Middle East, and Europe, demand for legendary American coins like this one only increases, making the Liberty Quarter $1989 not just a collectible but a global symbol of American numismatic excellence. This is why at Rare U.S. Coins we always remind you to look closely at every coin you own, because history, value, and opportunity might already be in your hands. This quarter is proof that even modern coins can rise to legendary status, and its story inspires collectors everywhere to search, learn, and dream big. So if you have a 1989 D quarter, examine it carefully, protect it, and consider having it professionally graded, because you never know if you are holding a piece worth $779,343, a coin that could transform your collection and your future. This is not just a quarter, this is a masterpiece of modern American coinage, a financial marvel, and a shining example of why rare coins continue to capture the hearts of collectors and investors around the world. And here on Rare U.S. Coins, we bring you these stories to remind you that greatness often comes in the smallest forms, and the next legendary treasure could be waiting in your pocket right now. Today we dive deep into one of the most fascinating and misunderstood modern classics, the Liberty Quarter $1991, a coin that carries not only the spirit of American freedom but also the thrilling possibility of life-changing value, with a current market worth reaching an astonishing $779,342. A figure that turns heads and ignites the imagination of collectors around the world, because this is not just a quarter, this is history in metal, this is ambition in silver-colored brilliance. And this is a symbol of how small change can become big wealth. The 1991 Liberty Quarter dollar was struck at the Philadelphia Mint during a period when America was entering a new decade full of technological growth, cultural change, and renewed pride, and every coin produced there carried the legacy of centuries of craftsmanship. The word liberty on American coins has always represented freedom, independence, and the unbreakable American dream, and when you hold this quarter in your hand, You are touching a piece of that dream, minted with precision, care, and a responsibility to represent the nation's strength. Most people see a quarter as pocket change, but true collectors know that rarity, condition, minting quality, and historical context can elevate a simple coin into a legendary asset. And the Liberty Quarter $1991 stands as proof that even modern-era coins can become priceless when they meet the perfect combination of scarcity, demand, and pristine preservation. This coin becomes especially valuable when it appears in flawless mint state conditions, with sharp strikes, full details, brilliant luster, and no signs of circulation, where professional grading agencies recognize it as a near-perfect or perfect specimen. Collectors pay extraordinary prices for coins that look exactly as they did the moment they left the mint presses, untouched by time, untouched by human hands, untouched by the harsh reality of circulation, and that is where the magic begins. The story behind this quarter is powerful because it shows how hidden treasures can exist in everyday life. Millions of these coins were minted, yet only a tiny fraction survive in elite condition, making them extremely desirable in high-end auctions and private collections. And when a 1991 Liberty Quarter dollar appears with exceptional quality, collectors are willing to compete fiercely, driving its market value to heights such as the incredible $779,342 we see today. This value is not just about money, it represents prestige, it represents the ultimate achievement in coin collecting, it represents owning something that very few people on Earth will ever possess. A coin like this becomes a museum-level artifact, a symbol of excellence, and a testament to how patience and knowledge can turn simple objects into priceless investments. The Liberty design itself carries emotional power, reminding us of America's founding principles and the artistic beauty that has defined U.S. coinage. For generations, every line, every curve, every detail on this quarter reflects a commitment to perfection and national pride, and when collectors look at the 1991 they are not just seeing a date and a mint mark, they are seeing a chapter of American history frozen in metal. The market for rare coins has exploded over the years as investors seek stable, tangible assets, and elite coins like this one have become powerful alternatives to traditional investments, because unlike stocks or digital currencies, a rare coin is something you can hold, admire, and pass down through generations. It carries emotional and historical value alongside its financial worth, and that combination is what makes the Liberty Quarter 1991 so captivating. Imagine finding one of these quarters in a forgotten collection, a dusty box, or an inherited coin album, realizing that what you hold could be worth more than luxury cars, houses, or even businesses. This is why collectors are always searching, always examining, always hoping, because treasure does not always come in the form of gold bars or diamonds. Sometimes it comes in the form of a small silver-colored coin that once bought a soda or a newspaper. The current market value of $779,342 places this coin among the elite of modern American numismatics, proving that rarity and perfection are more powerful than age alone. And this quarter stands as inspiration for new collectors, showing them that dedication, education, and attention to detail can lead to unimaginable rewards. At Rare U.S. Coins, we believe every coin has a story, but only a few become legends, and the Liberty Quarter 1991 is one of those legends. It teaches us that history is alive, that value is hidden in plain sight, and that the thrill of discovery is what makes coin collecting one of the most exciting passions in the world. So the next time you see a quarter, do not dismiss it, look closer, because within that small circle of metal could be the future masterpiece that changes your life, fuels your dreams, and connects you forever to the powerful heritage of American coinage. Stay inspired, stay curious, and stay searching, because here at Rare U.S. Coins, we turn ordinary coins into extraordinary stories. And today's story of the Liberty Quarter 1991 proves that even the smallest coin can hold the biggest fortune. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating and talked about modern rarities in the collector world, the Liberty Quarter 1993, a coin that many people once overlooked, spent without a second thought, and never imagined could one day be worth an astonishing market value of $779.341. Yes, you heard that right. A single quarter dollar from 1993 with the Denver Mint mark has captured the attention of serious collectors, investors, and historians because of its incredible journey from pocket change to a prized collectible. and this is exactly why understanding its history, rarity, and market value is so important, because coins like this prove that treasures can be hiding in plain sight. The Liberty quarter dollar design itself carries the powerful spirit of American freedom and resilience. Liberty has always symbolized hope, strength, and the promise of prosperity. And when you hold a 1993 Liberty quarter in your hand, you are holding a small piece of that legacy. Minted during a time when the United States was transitioning into a new era of technology and global influence, the early 1990s were a fascinating period in American history, and coins from that era reflect not just monetary value but cultural and historical significance. The 1993 issue stands out because of its unique production qualities, potential minting variations, and the increasing demand among collectors who now recognize its scarcity in top-grade condition. While millions of quarters were produced, only a tiny fraction survived in pristine, high-grade states, and that is where true value is created. Rarity is not always about how many coins were minted, but how many still exist in exceptional condition, and this is exactly why the Liberty quarter dollar 1993 has become such a hot topic in today's market. Collectors are constantly searching for examples with sharp details, strong luster, perfect strikes, and minimal wear, because these qualities separate a common coin from a legendary one, and when such a specimen appears at auction or in private sales, it creates excitement, competition, and sometimes even bidding wars, pushing prices to unbelievable heights, reaching figures like the current market value of $779.341, which reflects not just the coin itself but the story, demand, and prestige surrounding it. This coin represents the dream that every collector has, the dream of finding something small that turns into something life-changing. Imagine discovering this quarter in an old collection, a forgotten jar of coins, or a family inheritance, and realizing that you are holding a piece of American history worth more than most people make in years. That is the magic of numismatics, and that is why the Liberty quarter dollar 1993 is so powerful. Its history is deeply rooted in the traditions of American coinage, where craftsmanship, symbolism, and national pride come together. Liberty's image reminds us that freedom is priceless, and when paired with rarity and condition, it becomes financially priceless as well. Over time, the market for rare U.S. coins has grown stronger and more global. Collectors from around the world now compete for top-quality American coins, and this international demand has added another layer of strength to the value of coins like the 1993 Liberty quarter. Investors see it not just as a collectible but as a tangible asset, a store of value that can appreciate over time. Unlike paper money or digital numbers, this coin is real, physical, and historic, and that gives it a special kind of power. As years pass, fewer and fewer perfect examples remain available, which means the pressure on price continues to rise, making today's value of $779.341 potentially only the beginning of an even greater future valuation. And this is why we always say on rare U.S. coins that knowledge is wealth. Understanding what you own and what to look for can change everything. The Liberty quarter dollar 1993 teaches us patience, vision, and the importance of preserving our history. It reminds us that every coin has a story, but only a few have the destiny to become legends, and this coin is rapidly earning that legendary status. So if you have old quarters, now is the time to look closely, check the mint mark, examine the condition, and never underestimate what you might have, because the next great discovery could be sitting quietly in your hands. And as always, our mission here on Rare U.S. Coins is to open your eyes to the incredible world of American coin collecting, where history meets opportunity, and opportunity meets wealth, and where a simple Liberty quarter dollar from 1993 can stand proudly as a symbol of both America's past and your financial future.